family-owned Good Karma brand station. This is your 1017 The Truth News Update.
Hello, everyone. This is Rhea Riley with your news update. After nearly a decade of pushback, Wisconsin lawmakers are a step closer to passing Aaron's Law. The legislation, named after Aaron Marin, would require age-appropriate child sexual abuse education in public schools. Marin.
So I've been traveling from one state capital after another as far away as Alaska and Hawaii, and testifying before legislators saying this is a no-brainer. If we teach DARE, the 8 ways to say no to drugs, why are we not teaching kids personal body safety?
38 states have passed the law. It was approved by the Wisconsin Assembly last month. The state Senate plans to vote on the measure early next year. An environmental advocacy group is pushing for stricter standards on Wisconsin data centers. Clean Wisconsin is circulating a petition urging state and local leaders to pause AI data center approvals until the state has a more comprehensive plan. The group claims 2 of the proposed projects will use more energy than all the homes in Wisconsin combined. Data center officials have testified before state lawmakers as they assure they're willing to work with local officials. Construction in the Port Washington data center will start in 2 weeks. Wisconsin is once again at risk of losing SNAP food benefits from the federal government. The Journal Sentinel reports U.S. Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins has threatened to pull funding from states that won't share data on recipients who are given federal food assistance. Wisconsin's Food Share program has not given any of that data to the USDA. Rollins has said the data of a recipient's name, address, social security number, immigration status, and benefit history would be used to help fight fraud. More than 700,000 Wisconsin residents use Food Share. This has been your news update. Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris is next on the new 1017 The Truth.
Bringing you his authentic perspectives on important topics.
They live in suburbs together. They live in the city together. They hang out together, all in the same family. We're the only idiots that fight because we want our voice to only be on one side. Like, does that even make any sense? And when the side loses, you lose everything. They, on the other hand, have a voice no matter what because somebody that looks like them is always in control.
Frank, candid, and straight to the point.
Well, it's just a skewed system.
Of course it is.
It's a lot of judgment.
But
in
answer
there,
my question, though.
Terrible.
Should we let people go? Should we let people go? Like, let's just forget about bail altogether. And if your neighbor commits a homicide and kills people, if you kill people and they next to you and you just let them come back and live right next to you, they can live upstairs from you. Let them come in your house.
Frank, candid, and straight to the point. This is the best radio show in the state of Wisconsin. Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 1017 The Truth and The Truth app.
Now, he's the mayor of the city of Milwaukee. He's a young man. Give him a chance. I only complain about things that I care about. What I want you to do is pretend like I'm in St. Louis. And all I'm asking the mayor and the Common Council president and the Common Council, show me.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is Dr. Ken Harris.
You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. 833-212-1017 is the number. The one thing I always want to remind you of is you can always stream and watch us live on YouTube at 1017thetruth.com. Make sure you subscribe and listen to the notification bell so you never, ever, 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 ever miss a live show. Also, you can check us out on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. You can go to my LinkedIn page, Dr. Kenneth Harris, or Dr. Kenneth Harris Jr., one of them. And you can watch my Dr. Ken's Truth. I try to get it on each and every day. I'm on live right now, so If you're moving, if you're traveling, you got your phone, you got everything. Just make sure you tell all your friends, tell all your family. Make sure everybody signs up and follows Milwaukee Black Talk. So I've been talking this week, this month, about things black people need to do in 2026. I think it's important we also look at self-development. And so I want to talk directly to you in an honest but loving way to our fans about self-development. Not trends, not fads, not New Year's resolutions. We forget by the time February come up, I'm going to work out. I imagine Planet Fitness makes a boatload of money off people that sign up, don't go, and they take that money out every month. I remember when it was only $10. I remember when it was $8. Then it was $10. Now it's like $15 or $20 a month. Well, not New Year's resolutions. We forget them all. I'm talking about real work, that kind of work that transforms your mind, strengthens your spirit, and reshapes your future. So I got three things. I think it's three powerful things you need to commit to if you really want to grow, elevate, step into the new year, step into your life that we were actually created for. Three things. You need to develop your discipline, strengthen your emotional intelligence, and expand your capacity. Now let me go through these. I try to write something and say something that is suitable for all generations. So if you want to develop your discipline, you are going to have to be different. You can't rely on being motivated. Motivation is emotional. Gets you revved up, fired up. Motivation fades. Motivation depends on how you feel. Self-development starts with discipline. What is that? That's the ability to act even when the feeling is gone. That's why I hate when people say, you got to be passionate about something. Passion fades. Now, too many of us work only on what we're excited about. We take classes that we're only excited about. We go to games that we're only excited about. We only study when we're inspired. We save money when we're scared. Set boundaries when we're tired of people. Discipline is about doing the work before the crisis. Here's what it looks like. It's waking up at the same time every day. Create a routine for your goals. Putting limits, we talked about it, on your spending. Saying no more than you say yes. And eliminating distractions. And some of those distractions are actually people. You also need to set personal deadlines that you set for you that nobody else gives you. Black excellence, and I've always said this, is not magic. There's no girl magic. There's no black girl magic. There's no black guy magic. It's discipline multiplied over time. You want a better job? It takes discipline. A healthier body? Discipline. Peace? Discipline. A book? A plan? A business? A dream? It takes discipline. Make discipline your superpower. But then you have to strengthen your emotional intelligence. So the key to self-development is going to be emotional intelligence. It's a political year coming up. Everybody's emotional about it. What is that? That's the ability to understand, the ability to manage, the ability to respond to your emotions and the emotions of other people in a positive way. But let's be real. Many of us don't understand that because we didn't grow up in an environment that taught us emotional skills. We learned to be tough. You black. You got to be twice as good in order to be considered equal. We learned survival. We learned silence. But we didn't always learn how to communicate with family members and people and process pain and trauma and handle conflict without destroying somebody. So what will emotional intelligence keep you from? It keeps you from reacting. We talked about it yesterday, reacting instead of responding. Misreading people's intentions. That's what texting does. Ruining opportunities. with impulsive decisions, things that are important to you, thinking things take too long, thinking things are not fast enough, carrying old trauma into new relationships, sabotaging your own progress out of fear. One of the worst things is fighting somebody's battle that's not even yours. In order to have emotional intelligence, you have to have something that's fearful. You ready? Self-awareness. You have to come to grips with why things trigger you, why you avoid conversations with people that you need to have, why you shut down when people talk to you and don't want to hear it, why you overwork, people please, and why you always tired and angry or haven't been through so much stuff you just numb. I say get a therapist, get a coach, get a counselor, get somebody who can help you understand the patterns you're living out that are destructive for you. Because emotional intelligence is not about always being calm, because nobody's like that. It's about being clear. It's about being intentional. And it's about being healed enough to stop repeating the same thing over and over and over, year after year after year. And then finally, you need to expand your capacity. Capacity is your ability to hold more, handle more, create more, learn more, endure more. But here's the caveat: without breaking. Succeed without collapsing or growing, and becoming without losing yourself. Real talk, you can't receive new blessings with old capacity. If life keeps giving you more responsibility, more pressure, more influence, it means you need to expand your capacity and not shrink from the challenge. But what does that look like? Well, you got to read more books. That's why we got Black Book Thursday. You got to learn new skills, even if it's self-development or watching a YouTube video. You need to take courses. There's a bunch of them that's free online. You need to join networks, fraternities, sororities, groups, 100 black men, 100 black women, anything you can. But with that, you need to ask for help. You need to start delegating stuff that you can, stuff you don't need to do, stuff that's taking your time away. And you need to manage your time, because that's one of the most important things and the most expensive thing you have. And to be honest with you, you need to take yourself to church. You need to deepen your faith and your resilience. Growth doesn't happen where you are. It happens when you get out on the edge, when you stretch yourself. I guess you could say you scare yourself. You challenge your pride. You're good at that, but can you be better? Capacity isn't about doing everything. It's about doing what matters to you, but drains you less. And that means you got to stop thinking small. Stop settling for good enough. Stop talking yourself out of opportunities before you even begin, because you're scared or you don't think you can do it, or the man is holding you back. Your capacity grows the moment you decide you're worth more. So here it is. Discipline will change what you do. Emotional intelligence will change how you live. And capacity actually changes who you become. When you combine all those three, you can stop waiting. You can stop blaming. You can stop repeating. And stop negotiating for your greatness. Walk like somebody who knows that you're valuable, and start commanding respect without demanding it. You'll start living a purposeful life, a powerful life, a life that aligned with the things that are important to you. Because contrary to popular belief, your friend's going to start complaining, but self-development is not selfish. It's not arrogant. You don't abandon your people. When you start developing yourself, you strengthen your family, you strengthen your community, and you build your future. You become the example somebody else needs. You don't know who's watching you. You lift others when you lift you. So when 2026 rolls around, remember, life is not a rehearsal. You only get one. This is the year you need to grow, to evolve. This is the year you need to become the version and the dream of yourself that you've been dreaming about all along. 3 things, that's all I gave you. 3 priorities, that's all I gave you. 3 commitments. You need discipline, emotional intelligence, and capacity. Master that, it won't be just a new year. It'll be the year you rise.
And that is Dr. Ken's Truth on the new 101.7 The Truth. On Saturday night, the Milwaukee Panthers return home to take on the Robert Morris Colonials.
Aguilar high on the right side. Defended tightly by Lawson. Takes him off the dribble. Gets inside. Left hand leaner. A scoop for Amar Aguilar. Dixon across the timeline with 2. Dixon left of the lane corner. Hubbard 3 at the gun. It is pure. It is pure.
Scott Warris has the coverage Saturday starting at 6:30 p.m. on 101.7 The Truth and the Milwaukee Panthers Sports Network from Learfield. Tip-off happens at 7 o'clock.
Ho, 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 my back.
Santa?
Ho, 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 Gina Della from Pella. You've been a good girl this year.
Is that why you're in here building new windows?
Yes. Next year, how about just asking for a Pella gift card? My elves are used to designing windows from other places where they're all pretty much the same. But Pella? Ho, 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 so many customizations and designs. My elves aren't qualified, so Santa has to put in some overtime. Ho,
Let me make a call. BRB.
Frighteningly fast pellet team at your service. Let us take it from here, Mr. Claus. And Gina, next time.
Yeah, I know. Santa already lectured me. Ask for a Pella gift card.
What if you need new windows or doors, but you're on the naughty list?
Then this will definitely help. Right now, at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, get 0% interest for 24 months.
Ho, ho, ho! Visit the Pella site. And to all, a good night.
PellaWI.com.
Service restrictions apply. Ends 12/31/2025.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are much closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you ready for open enrollment? Now through January 15th, you can explore affordable health insurance options if you don't already have coverage through your job, Medicare, or Medicaid. The Community Health Access Program, CHAP, helps residents find affordable plans and guides you through the enrollment process, connecting you with resources to support your family. CHAP is a program of the City of Milwaukee Health Department. Learn more at milwaukee.gov/CHAP. That is milwaukee.gov/CHAP or calling 414-286-8620.
Looking for a fun and meaningful way to kick off the holiday season? Join us for the 20th anniversary of Capco's Kids to Kids Toy Drive, Saturday, December 13th at the Kasmeric Center in Grafton. This free, family-friendly event is a celebration of giving. Bring a new, unwrapped toy and help brighten the holidays for children and families in need across Wisconsin. To learn more or get involved, visit kidstokidstoydrive.com and join us on December 13th in Grafton.
This is Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 101.7 The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com.
Story goes. Baby, now I got the flow. 'Cause I
You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. 833-212-1017 is the number. I should have went to some music. Hey, man, you want to talk some sports? What happened?
What happened with who?
The Bucks.
Hey.
Giannis is like, hey, let me talk to my agent. Did you see that story?
I did. It's tough. I mean, we talked about this though in the offseason. They were concerned about him growing tired of them. I don't want to say being in the floor of the East, but obviously they had the run in 2021 and they had a couple, unsuccessful runs. They picked up Dame for a couple of years and it didn't work out. He had a terrible injury, and they haven't really put any significant pieces around him to kind of fuel the fire again, so to speak. So, do
you think that groin injury had anything to do with it?
With Giannis growing frustrated?
Working too hard? Running too hard?
I don't want to say working hard. I think the thing is, when you sit out for a week or two and you get to see what your team really is made of without you, doubt starts to kind of creep in. You know that you don't have the defenders that you have. Guys can't make the shots that they need to make unless you're kind of there. And so if you're shouldering that load, it's kind of up to management to say, hey, like, who can we get to kind of take some sweat off his back? Obviously, he's good for 30 and, 12 almost every other night, but you can't do that for 90-something games and expect to win a championship. It's just impossible.
You think they'll trade him?
It would have to be a historic call.
That was a pregnant pause.
I don't even know what of value would justify letting him leave Milwaukee. It would have to.
What do you mean letting him leave? You want a player that don't want to play? We've had those before.
I mean, he's under contract for a couple more years. So if they want to sour the relationship that much and keep him here, they surely can. But it would have to start with at least 3 first-rounders and 2 players. I think that's like bare minimum.
It's interesting. I hope he stays, but it ain't looking too good. Ain't looking too good. And now the Packers get thrown a curveball. Hey, you know that game y'all gonna play on Sunday? That game y'all gonna play on Sunday? You all were the sacrificial lambs, and we're gonna put you when other teams are playing their championship. You gonna play Saturday night? I'm like, what? What is that about?
It's weird. I mean, it's mainly based on the TV rights. I think that's really what it comes down to. Obviously, there are a bunch of other things that need to happen and kind of manifest. So they just trying to squeeze everybody dry for money. I think that's why the game got flexed. But I mean, at the end of the day, I think the best part about this matchup is that it kind of means something. Essentially, this is going to determine who wins the NFC North.
No, because they're going to play the Bears 13 days prior to the Saturday game on the 20th.
It is true, but you have 2 other teams that are kind of in the ceiling. The Lions would need a lot, of things to go wrong on both ends for the Bears and the Packers in order to have a shot at winning the division. The Vikings are kind of out of it. They're more or less tanking.
They're done
because they don't have a stable quarterback situation. So
here's what I think. Tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if it's outside of the realm of possibility. They want TV control of everything. They want to be able to come in and dominate whenever they play. They're going up against, I don't know what you call it, divisional or all those games that are happening that Saturday in championship football for colleges before you go to the national championship are happening that Saturday.
Yeah, I would say the NFL is trying to at least flex their muscles a little bit. I mean, it essentially, especially with all the drama that's been going on with the college football playoff, there's a lot of teams that people feel should be in, based on who they've played, kind of the head-to-head record and everything like that. So they're trying to kind of take away from that drama a little bit, which it cheapens, everything for everybody else. There's the Big 12, there's the Big 10, there's SEC as well, there's ACC. There's a lot of games that mean a lot going forward, and obviously those, games are going to garner much, I guess, attention, kind of the money that's at play, whether it be sponsorships or kind of everything else that comes with it. So it's tough to see the NFL kind of flexing its muscles, but essentially they are the big dog, in the yard. So you know how that goes.
Yeah, but who wins? I think it's a conspiracy.
It's a conspiracy theory?
Yep.
What makes you say that?
because I think they know what they're doing. You don't flex a game. I would have flexed it to Monday night. Hey, we're going to give y'all 2 Monday night games. We're going to give you a Monday afternoon and a Monday evening. We'll give you Tuesday. We'll drop it to Thursday. They went to Saturday against playoffs with college teams.
I think it should have been at least a 7, or not a 7, but a Sunday kind of, 8, or it would be 7:20 our time or 7:15 our time. I don't understand why I didn't get flexed to a Sunday night game. I know there's a couple. I'm not sure what the Sunday night matchup is, a couple weeks out from now, but it doesn't make sense to me. And even still, I thought they should have flexed the game this weekend, to prime time as well.
Yep.
Or at least moved it back to 3:30 or something like that, just in a later time slot. But
would we watch the Packers 2 Sunday evenings in a row?
I think so, with all the kind of controversy that's circulating
with the same teams playing.
I think so. I think the interest would be just as high because again, there's a narrative on both sides. For example, are the Bears frauds? If they were to lose this game coming up this Sunday, are the Bears the real deal? This is the first challenge or obstacle, I guess, that they've had this year.
Not really.
It goes on both sides, though. Or if the Packers were to lose, are the Bears still the big brother? The Bears obviously swept them last season. Are the Bears going to sweep them again? There's a lot of narratives that you could kind of spin just based on how the game might go this Sunday.
And no matter who wins, they play again in 13 days.
Which is insane. There's going to be a lot of John. I've got friends that are Chicago Bears fans who are in my ears all week. So I'll be right in front of the TV.
And you're not even a Packer fan, but you live here, so they just tag you, huh?
I know, but I lean more towards the Packer side. I don't have a reason to root for the guys in Illinois, so I don't even want to address them by name.
Turn your microphone off. Take your headphones off, and produce my show with one finger from now on. I cannot believe. I get it. I'm a Packer fan until they play the Bears, and then I revert over to the Bears. And I go back to and honestly, I don't really care who wins.
It's admirable. I understand. I think the Packers need to win to validate a lot of the controversy.
They're gonna need. Love is going to have. But again, it scares me because their running game is not good. Defense is outstanding. Parsons was an excellent addition, but the Bears got an offense dude and a quarterback that's like, I saw him in some tight situations, and they end up with a 54-yard like what? Like how? You got a quarterback that's getting as many yards, if not more, than his running back. So, and I saw him run up against the guy and knock him down. A defensive back. I'm like, okay, this quarterback is the real deal. Had they had him 3 years ago, the Packers would have been in trouble.
No, and that's the thing. The defense is not. It's not the best defense that they've actually had. They got a couple people back from the secondary.
Yep.
The pass rush isn't crazy good, but they just play together as a unit.
But
they cause a lot
consistent.
of turnovers.
Oh my God, causing people to fumble. And here's the weird part: I saw at least 2 fumbles last Sunday where they had the ball, they got stopped, but before they got to the ground, the ball came out. So you're on top of the pack, you're still in play. If you don't touch the ground, you're still in play. And they'll get a foot from the ground and somebody just reached in and ripped the ball out.
The good old peanut punch.
Ah, man.
Yeah, that's something that's trained in practice. No, it's been awesome to see there. They have a good secondary. They have a lot of guys that cause a lot of turnovers, but I think the Packers have experience on their side. I think they have guys that have been in bigger games. We've yet to see this Bears team play a tough team. They won a lot of close games. I haven't seen them dominate anybody.
Biased. Well,
besides the Eagles, they did dominate the Eagles last week.
But what did they say? What's the only thing that counts?
The W.
Score. That's it. The W. 1 point, and we saw that last week too. Couple teams, 1 point. I'm trying to remember who the team was I was watching, and they went up. And something happened. They kicked a couple of field goals and then went up, and then got a 2-point conversion, and they went up 8. And I went, and I'm looking at the score, and I'm like, okay, so the other team would literally, in like a minute and 4 seconds, have to score 3 times to win. I was like, who does that? Who does it? Well, why is he going for it? He's going to go for a 2-point conversion. They've already got the lead. I'm like, dude is, and that extra 5 points made him have to score 3 times. And I was just like, wow, they calculated that. That's a great coach.
It is. It's the analytics side of things. They take calculated risks early in the game to force the coach's hand. A lot of coaches get uncomfortable. They make decisions that they're not accustomed to making. And so it'll be the end-all be-all, sometimes in some of those close games later in the season. Yeah. Well, we'll see. We shall see. I guess let me see. You already owe me a cigar. You owe me dinner. I owe you dinner. So is that a wash? Or I still got to buy you dinner? No, a deal is a deal. We'll both pay out when time comes. What do you mean when time comes? Time was 2 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago. I still ain't got a cigar. He went to the cigar bar and didn't give me one. But that's okay. That's all right. I'll get him back. Who's your team again? The Patriots. Yeah, I would root for the Packers, too, if I had the Patriots, because I'd be depressed. Thank you, sir. Thank you. And now with 101.7 The Truth Traffic, here's Debbie Lazica.
Southbound on 41, a hefty ride from Good Hope Road all the way down to about Capitol Drive. The northbound side heavy from Mayfair Road all the way up to Silver Spring. We've got southbound 43 backing up from Keefe down through the Marquette and over the high rise. More delays then from Beecher Street down towards the KK River. Northbound is backing up from just before Fond du Lac Avenue all the way up towards Keefe as well. On westbound 94, watch for backups from just before 27th Street to Hawley Road. Eastbound's got some backups past Calhoun, back on the brakes from 92nd Street all the way to Hawley Road as well. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Tonight, gradual clearing, frigid, a low of 2 above with wind chills of 5 below to 15 below. Tomorrow, sunny and cold, a high of 14. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Laziga on 101.7 The Truth.
Don't touch that dial. More of Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harrison is next on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Wisconsin winters can be tough, and so are higher energy bills. The Community Advocates Milwaukee County Energy Assistance Program is ready to help you. Eligible Milwaukee County residents can receive help with their energy bills and weatherization benefits to keep you warm and help you manage your heating and electric bills. Schedule your personal appointment at keepwarmmke.org or call 414-270-4653. For more details about locations and hours of operation, go to communityadvocates.net. This program is administered by the State of Wisconsin Department of Administration.
At Heart of Canal Street, for over 30 years, our hearts have been set on making a difference for children in our community. Now through December 10th, we invite you to share your heart by playing the Canal Street Bingo game at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Every time you play this special bingo game, you're helping to raise funds for children's charities in southeastern Wisconsin. Learn more at potawatomi.com/heart.
This is Sherwin Hughes from 101.7 The Truth for Axe Housing. Are you tired of paying a landlord rent when you should be paying yourself? Do you want to leave a financial legacy, or would you like to have a stable place to call home? Well, it's time for you to start on the path to owning your own home instead of renting. You can work with an Axe Housing coach, and they will teach you how home ownership can be a reality. Axe Housing has helped over 4,000 families in our neighborhoods. Many times your mortgage will be a lot less than what you're paying for rent. As an average Axe family who has been helped pays around $900 per month. No matter what barriers you think you're facing, Axe Housing coaches can assist you right now. An Axe Housing coach will help you create and stick to a plan and a budget and get you ready for home ownership. If you're not dreaming of home ownership by now, you certainly should be. Let's make it a reality with Axe Housing. Get started on a virtual orientation by clicking on axehousing.org. That is ACTS housing.org. Don't let where you are financially right now get in the way of your very bright future of becoming a homeowner. Axe coaches are here to help.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. They bring a variety of perspectives from diverse backgrounds, innovating how they teach to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Achieving this takes skill and expertise. They're tireless explorers, creatively discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, experimenting, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, and connecting with each other. Leading by example. Experience the unique joy of helping students thrive. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org, a campaign supported by the U.S. Department of Education, Teach.org, and 1 million teachers of color.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Nazir Spencer. Packers versus Bears rivalry is back with a crucial first matchup for the NFC North. Packers sit at 8-3-1 while the Bears sit at the top of the NFC at 9-3. Kickoff is Sunday at 3:25 for Game of the Week. The Milwaukee Bucks are in a bit of a slump, but have an opportunity to turn things around against the Detroit Pistons. Tip-off tonight at 7. The Marquette Golden Eagles win a crucial game against Valpo last night, 75-72 in overtime.
40 feet away, Brown with 5. Brown with a 30-footer. He missed it. Banks off, no good. Rebound to Marquette. It's over. Nothing matters but the score.
The Golden Eagles sit at 5-4. The UWM Panthers sit at 3-5, and Badger basketball sits at 5-3. Marquette versus Madison is this Saturday at 1 p.m. This sports update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
This is Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. Blue Rawls. 833-212-1017 is the number. Let me check this talking text line. What's up, Willie? Good afternoon. Sincere, Ronnie, Ray, Real, S.E., Quanda, Curly Q. We got some folk I ain't seen in a minute. Not really a city girl. What's going on? Jason. Good afternoon, sisters and brother. Okay, let me help you out, Jason. Thank you for saying you love my show. I know you listen from Sacktown. But you got to speak to me first before you can speak to everybody else. You got to say, hey, Dr. Ken, how you doing? And then say hello to everybody else in Truth Nation. What's wrong with you? This is Study Hall, dude. Come on now. That's the name Quanda gave it. Quanda gave a YouTube chat in Truth in the Afternoon, Study Hall. That's the name. Sir Charles say, preach, Dr. Ken, preach. Such a phenomenally outstanding opening monologue that you just delivered. Bravo, bravo. Oh, that's nice. Thank you. Oh. That one guy is up in here. Jason said the Patriots are 11-2. Why would a Patriot fan not? Why would a? Well, I guess there's a couple things in here for you. First, Jason said the Patriots are 11-2. Why would you, a Patriot fan, root for the Packers?
They're no danger to us. They're not in the same division. Until we, I guess,
meet them in the Super Bowl? Okay.
Yeah, exactly. If we get that far, we'll see them. But
yeah, like the if. And Jaylen Brown for Giannis.
I love that. Because the Celtics are kind of going to have their hand forced. Jaylen Brown is playing phenomenal, but they don't have Tatum, who they think is their real star yet. I know he's recovering from an Achilles injury. And so will they be able to make it work when he comes back? What's his ceiling? What's his price? He's already making $240-something million over like 5 or 6 years, though. He got paid already, so.
Guaranteed?
Oh, of course. Every nickel and dime.
With a bonus?
There's incentives, I'm sure, in there.
Oh, plus postseason pay?
All-Star, first-team All-NBA, all those things.
Glenn, you and I picked the wrong profession.
I tried. I just didn't grow.
Oh, that's funny.
You know, there's rumors, people are saying that Karl Anthony Towns could be on the table for Giannis. I know that was talked about over the summer.
Nah, I can't see that.
I don't know if there's a player that I would, like a star that I want straight up for Giannis, though. I don't know.
B. Bruce said Pascal and Jay Brown for Giannis and Turner. NYGP has spoken. 833-212-1017 is the number. This idiocy from social media has me laughing, but actually has me scared. There's a story on Fox News. 3 Florida teenagers were arrested in a viral door kick challenge targeting homeowners. A viral TikTok trend, another one of those dumb social media things. And if you see it, that's one thing. If you do it, you're an idiot. It's called the door kick challenge, or they wrote the same thing twice. Anyway, 3 Florida teenagers got arrested, according to St. Johns County Sheriff's Office. The teens were arrested on the 23rd for loitering and prowling. One was 13, the other one was 14. Viral video from the challenge was captured on the home's security system. The footage captured the homeowner calling police to report someone was attempting to kick the door in. 911 call audio, the homeowner told police that the individuals did not appear to have weapons, but her husband has his weapon in his hand in case they come back. Can you imagine shooting a 13 or 14-year-old? Deputies responded, located the teenagers dressed in dark clothes and gloves, hiding near the victim's home. One deputy is heard, "Show me your hands. Show me your hands. How old are you?" They respond, 14. Third suspect, 13. They locked them up. Deputy is heard asking the teens if they wanted to catch a felony. Why are you asking them if they want to catch a felony? Why don't you just charge? Must have been white kids. Why don't you just charge them with a felony? The deputy said, quote, "What the hell are you guys doing out here acting like this?" Would you ask a little black kid that? You just expect them to be a little criminal and just like, I'm over the top. One teen responded, "Just being stupid." But here's the key. The officer was recorded asking the teens in body camera footage, "You guys want to get shot by a homeowner when you're kicking in their front door and they think you're breaking in to kill them, because it'll be justified. They won't even go to prison and you're 6 feet under." According to the sheriff's office, the teenagers went to multiple homes in the neighborhood, causing damage to the front door. And all you arrested them for is loitering and prowling. Loitering and prowling. That's ridiculous. 833-212-1017 is the number. What do you think would happen to a person who did this in Milwaukee? What do you think? You think they get off? I'm interested in knowing. I need to know. Give me a call. 833-212-1017. Because you know it's coming. It'll start in the suburbs. Little dumb kids will be kicking indoors and causing all kind of foolishness. But I hate to say it. You do that in the black neighborhood, you're going to get shot. You do that in the white neighborhood, you're going to get shot. I think if you do it in Milwaukee, you're going to get... Can you imagine being in Texas where they take their property seriously and you kick my door in and you get blasted with a shotgun? Who's going to lock you up? Who is going to lock you? Now, you can't kill somebody for property. But if you kick my door in, that means you have come onto my property, you've trespassed, and then you kicked in the door, and I don't know. This is educational. This is not advice. I'm not a lawyer in any of that. And I'm not acting in a law enforcement capacity. But if you kick my door in, what happens? What would you do if somebody kicked your door in? What if your wife was home alone? Your kids are home alone and somebody kicks your door in because of a TikTok challenge. People have died from these social media challenges. Think about that. People have died. Kids going in closets and hanging themselves and accidentally dying and all kind of. I had a friend of mine whose son died doing one of these challenges. Do we need to just do like, what is it? I think it's Australia. They just said like we gonna just ban social media under a certain age. It was Australia or New Zealand. They just banned it. Like just out and out, we're done. No more. You cannot send social media to anybody under the age of 16 or 18. I mean, what's the cutoff? I mean, if your brain's not developed until you're 25, I'm just saying. I mean, that's just me. What are your thoughts? 833-212-1017 is the number. What do you think would happen to a person who does this in Milwaukee?
Don't touch that dial. More of Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. Need a way to hype up your day?
This is Lorenzo.
Lorenzo, you just won $5,000!
What would you do with $5,000?
That's sweet for a couple months.
Yes!
There you go.
Yes. That just made me happy.
Stay tuned into 1017 The Truth for your chance to be entered into the Gruber Law Office's 5K giveaway. For contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com.
Can we hold something?
Y'all holler back at y'all.
I got money now.
What is a DJ? Do we just play music? Maybe some are that simple. For me, I create memories that last a lifetime. I'm always thinking about how songs connect. I read the room. Every event is an open canvas, a new world. So what's a DJ when you hire me? I'm a vibe architect, a curator of euphoria, a guaranteed good time.
I know you want me. Every day, not only when you're lonely.
Whether you have a wedding, festival, corporate event, or any other special occasion, get your free consultation with DJ Remaniac today.
Trailblazer.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 5 and 20%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. Visit amfam.com to learn more. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are much closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
If better sleep has been hard to come by, you're not alone, and the right mattress can make all the difference. That's why Helix Sleep and Steinhoffels have teamed up to bring their award-winning mattresses to Steinhoffels. Now you can try Helix in person, something you can't just do anywhere. Right now, Steinhoffels is offering 20% off all Helix mattress orders just for our Truth Nation listeners. Head to steinhoffels.com to learn more today. Helix Sleep at Steinhoffels. Better sleep starts now.
You are listening to Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. 833-212-1017 is the number. So before the break, we were talking about this nonsensical kicking in the door and acting a fool. Do you think somebody could get away with that in Milwaukee? I fear we're going to send the police to somebody's house where somebody got shot. I mean, what would happen to the person who does this in Milwaukee? I don't know. I kind of got an idea, though. And it's not good. I think we're going to be, I think it would be sad. Miss Carolyn, you're on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. How are you?
I'm fine, Dr. Ken. How you doing?
I'm great.
I like that idea about, restrictions on the internet for underage people, but how would that look, seeing that nowadays everything is on computers? It's like, how do you get around it and stuff? Because I think it's a good idea, but what are the parameters that are going to make it work?
We have figured out a way to stop people and start people from doing all sorts of things. We know who people are. We know kids that go to websites, cookies that are on their browsers. We know all that. We sell that information every day. If you wanted to actually stop it, you could. So number two, parents need to just step in and say no. You can buy this particular phone for your kid. This phone can't go to social media. Now, if you want to do it, then you can break the law and go get on somebody else's phone and get yourself in trouble. But then we'll have laws that say if you give your phone to a kid and a kid gets on the internet and sees something, you're liable. Because right now, federal law stops people from being able to do that. So,
okay.
It stops companies from being liable when you go on the internet and see something you shouldn't see.
I totally agree, because I remember I had a situation with Sprint, and I had parental controls on my phone for my children, and my one daughter managed to text up to the bill came up to be like $1,200. I'm like, wow. Really? And it was doing school time, so I called Sprint. I said, I'm not paying that. I said, because you guys were asked to put restrictions on their phone. I said, it's not my fault that you guys did not do it, and she did all this, that, and other and stuff. And they was like, well, we're going to sue you. I said, on what ground? That you broke the contract?
Right. You would have ended up getting paid.
Want their phones restricted.
Yep.
So,
all right.
Yeah, they have to suck it up. Okay.
All right.
It goes back to the parents, too, at the end of the day.
Yes, it does. Thank you much.
Bye-bye.
911, where is your emergency? Sweetbriar Branch Lane. Someone just tried to kick in our front door.
And did you see any weapons?
No, but my husband was going to open the door with our gun, but he did not.
He still has his weapon out, though, correct?
His weapon is, in his hand, in case they come back.
In case you come back. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine? So here's my poll question of the day for the YouTube chat. It's a simple poll question. If a person's door in Milwaukee gets kicked in and the actor is shot and killed, would you convict them? Yes or no? Yes or no? YouTube chat poll question of the day. If a person in Milwaukee gets their door kicked in and the actor, the juvenile, adult, don't matter who it is, male, female, is shot and killed. Kicked in my door. Oh, my God, I'm scared. Pow. You're done. I thought they were going to come in my house and kill me. I thought they were going to come in my house. Would you convict them? Yes or no? It's really simple. Social media is causing our children to do things that they think are funny, and not think about the outcome. They're not thinking about the ramifications, the consequences that can come with that. It'll start in predominantly white areas, and it'll work its way into the city, into major metropolitan areas, black communities, white communities, Hispanic communities, Asian communities, Pacific Islander, Native American, everybody gonna get shot dead. And if they did, and that person's on trial, would you convict them? It'll be in the YouTube chat. Just go to YouTube, log in, and subscribe. You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. Top 5 at 5 up next.
This is 1017 The Truth's Kyle Wallace, and the time is now, Milwaukee. Truth to Power is your platform, and on my show, our community always has a voice. There is no topic that is off limits, and I always give you my authentic opinions on how I feel, because keeping it real is the only way I know how to get down. Listen to Truth to Power with me, Kyle Wallace, every day from noon to 1 p.m. on the award-winning 1017 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube at 1017 The Truth. Milwaukee Black Talk.
This season, the Bucks are going for it all.
A game winner for the Greek Freak.
Go inside the team's pursuit of a championship on Locked In, the new season of the Behind the Bucks podcast, narrated by Bucks legend Marcus Johnson. Hear from the team stars on why they think they can make history. It's all on Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
Hey there, Jane Lynch here. You want to hear something funny? Too bad. You want to hear something uplifting that will inspire you? Good. Because today, I want to talk to you about Direct Relief, a humanitarian organization that does seriously good work when it counts. Fires, hurricanes, earthquakes. When disaster strikes, Direct Relief immediately shows up with medicines, medical supplies, and everything doctors and nurses need to save lives. Let's ship her out! Every day across the United States and around the world, they're making an enormous difference. If someone needs help, Direct Relief helps. No politics, no red tape. Hey, what you doing over there?
Oh, I'm packing insulin for kids with diabetes.
See, every box here is literally a lifeline for someone in critical need. So check them out at directrelief.org and donate if you can. You might just bring a smile to someone's face.
People don't realize that glaucoma is one of the leading causes of blindness.
Because there are often no early symptoms, nearly half of those with glaucoma may not even know they have it until vision loss has occurred.
I was diagnosed with normal tension glaucoma in July of 2020. And what we found out at that point was I had already lost 40% of my sight. You think it only affects people that are, 75 or older, retired, grandparents, and that's not the reality of it.
I didn't think at all glaucoma was going to affect me because I didn't know of anyone that had glaucoma, no one in my family. When you have glaucoma, you can't get back that sight that you lost. And so early detection and treatment is vitally, vitally important.
Don't miss life's most beautiful moments. Schedule an eye exam today.
National Glaucoma Research, a Bright Focus Foundation program, offers free resources and tips for healthy vision.
Learn how to protect your sight at stopglaucoma.org.
We are the home of Milwaukee Black Talk. 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. This is your 1017 The Truth News Update.
Hello, everyone. This is Rhea Riley with your news update. After nearly a decade of pushback, Wisconsin lawmakers are a step closer to passing Aaron's Law. The legislation named after Aaron Marin would require age-appropriate child sexual abuse education in public schools. Marin.
So I've been traveling from one state capital after another as far away as Alaska and Hawaii, and testifying before legislators saying this is a no-brainer. If we teach DARE, the 8 ways to say no to drugs, Why are we not teaching kids personal body safety?
38 states have passed the law. It was approved by the Wisconsin Assembly last month. The state Senate plans to vote on the measure early next year. An environmental advocacy group is pushing for stricter standards on Wisconsin data centers. Clean Wisconsin is circulating a petition urging state and local leaders to pause AI data center approvals until the state has a more comprehensive plan. The group claims 2 of the proposed projects will use more energy than all the homes in Wisconsin combined. Data center officials have testified before state lawmakers as they assure they're willing to work with local officials. Construction in the Port Washington data center will start in 2 weeks. Wisconsin is once again at risk of losing SNAP food benefits from the federal government. The Journal-Sentinel reports U.S. Agriculture Secretary Brooke Rollins has threatened to pull funding from states that won't share data on recipients who are given federal food assistance. Wisconsin's food share program has not given any of that data to the USDA. Rollins has said the data of a recipient's name, address, social security number, immigration status, and benefit history would be used to help fight fraud. More than 700,000 Wisconsin residents use food share. This has been your news update. Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris continues on the new 1017 The Truth.
Bringing you his authentic perspectives on important topics.
They live in suburbs together. They live in the city together. They hang out together, all in the same family. We're the only idiots that fight because we want our voice to only be on one side. Like, does that even make any sense? And when the side loses, you lose everything. They, on the other hand, have a voice no matter what because somebody that looks like them is always in control.
Frank, candid, and straight to the point.
Well, it's just a skewed system.
Of course it is.
It's a lot of adjustment.
But answer my question, though. Should we let people go? Should we let people go? Like, let's just forget about bail altogether. And if your neighbor commits a homicide and kills people, if you kill people and they next to you and you just let them come back and live right next to you, they can live upstairs from you. Let them come in your house.
Frank, candid, and straight to the point. This is the best radio show in the state of Wisconsin. Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 1017 The Truth and The Truth app.
Now, he's the mayor of the city of Milwaukee. He's a young man. Give him a chance. I only complain about things that I care about. What I want you to do is pretend like I'm in St. Louis. And all I'm asking the mayor and the Common Council president and the Common Council, show me.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is Dr. Ken Harris.
You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. 4 minutes after the hour, Milwaukee weather is 25 degrees. Cloudy. It's already dark outside, it looked like, from what I can see at 3rd Street Market. We are in the American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. You know what the low tonight is? First of all, we're only, it was the daytime high was 31. We're at 25. It's night. The low tonight, 3 degrees. I just bought a new coat. It's a great. Hang on. Let me see who made this thing. Who was it? Okay. All right. I just bought this cold blue because blue's my favorite color. My glasses are even blue. Calvin Klein, puffy coat. And it said on the thing, and here's the reason why I bought it. First of all, it was a Black Friday sale. And I looked at the price of the coat and I went, I'm never paying that price. And then on Black Friday, they sent me a note. Hey, this particular place has a Black Friday sale. And I looked and it was like $70. I was like, I'll take it. And I bought it because it said, it can keep you warm down to 7 degrees. I guess I can't wear this coat tonight because the low is 3. Like, really? Really? So I think I've worn the coat a grand total of 1 week. 1 week, and then it got too cold. But what I started doing this winter is throwing all my clothes out. And I know somebody just like, you should give them to Goodwill. I wear my clothes a long time. I try to buy things that are neutral, that are going to stay in style. No, I don't have any thin leg anything. They was out in the 70s, and now it's the 2020s, and so, yeah. Anyway. So, yeah, the low tonight is 3. Currently, it's 25 degrees, and I'm amply depressed.
Number 5.
But when it gets down to 3, homeless people, why do we call them unhoused people now? We've become so politically correct that we don't want to. So, why is it? We don't want to call you something that might hurt your feelings. We never said it hurt our feelings, but we're thinking for that's that people trying to compensate for you. You know, that's how they do black people, right? You know, I'm gonna be your ally. I didn't ask you to be my ally. Well, in this case, MPS did good. From WISN.com, Milwaukee Public Schools is taking a new approach to help students facing housing insecurity. Housing insecurity? Like, are you kidding me? Housing insecurity, the homeless. By launching a pilot program with a fleet of 20 minivans dedicated to transporting homeless children. So basically, they pick you up and make sure you get to school. It's called Everdriven. And there's a Osama Kabashi drives for them, been driving for 10 years. It's designed to pick up and drop off unhoused children or homeless children attending Milwaukee Public Schools. Do y'all drop them off to private schools and parochial schools too? Probably not. You don't care. He aims to build a rapport with students during their rides. MPS reports that the vans will serve approximately 5,000 students who are homeless in the district with the goal of ensuring they get to school safely and can focus on learning. They bought 20 vans, each capable of picking up 4 students, ranging in age from 3 to 18. Parents are encouraged to contact the district if they wish for their child to be picked up. Okay, so help me out. Hand up. Ooh. If you're homeless, how can the parent call you to tell them where to pick up the kid? Hey, dude. Hey, you know what 3rd Street Market is? Can you pick up my kid from 3rd Street Market? They're going to be on 3rd and Wisconsin. What? That's right there. 275 West Wisconsin, right outside. They're homeless with a cell phone that costs $1,000. That's a what? Week stay at a hotel? I'm just saying. But it's a great thing. I definitely commend MPS. Superintendent Brenda Cassellius, if you missed it, make sure you go to Apple Podcasts or Spotify or check out the WGKB 1017 The Truth website, 1017thetruth.com, and check out the summit. Check out the Truth Summit. Dr. Cassellius is not playing. She's here to turn this place around. The only lasting bastion of pushback is going to be from the teachers union. And I hope she can handle them. I hope that she doesn't come up with kid gloves. I hope the school board backs them and makes MPS better. From the looks of it, that's exactly what's going to happen. Oh, by the way, your former president, Barack Hussein Obama, says it is time.
Number 4.
From thegrio.com, in a sit-down with Olivia Walton at the Crystal Bridges Museum of American Art in Arkansas, the 44th president spoke openly about his dreams while in the White House and what he hopes to see come from his presidential library. I cannot wait. It's going to be open next spring, I believe, in Chicago. So, yeah, it'll be great. It's set to open in 2026. And when asked what he wished his library in Chicago would achieve, Obama had no qualms about his hope for the wave of future leaders to come. He said, my bet is that all problems we have now will be solved if old folks get out of the way and turn the reins over to this next generation that's coming up so they can bring those good old-fashioned American values to new sets of problems. I don't know if the coming generation has the set of American values that are good old-fashioned that's going to be needed. Because I think they worry about things that can't accomplish or can't be applicable to the things that need to be done. Those hard, fast decisions that you're going to have to make. That's just me. Referring to himself as Michelle's husband, Obama didn't hold back when it came to the media as a whole. In fact, he informed the crowd that he made it a habit not to watch cable news and has done so in well over a decade. See, I don't think that's smart. I think you need to be informed, even if it's informed about something that you don't like or don't listen to. I think it's important to be well-rounded so that you understand what is going on in the world and what other people are saying about what's going on in the world. But that's his opinion, and I respect that. He's the former president of the United States, number 44. So he added, our democracy requires that nobody is above the law and that as best we can wield it. The power of the state is wielded in an objective way that people can trust. There are norms like that have been eroded, actively undermined in some cases. So I guess he's saying it, and I think it's something we definitely need to watch out for.
Number 3.
Yeah, from CNN Politics. Pete Hegseth, he's been stepping in it a lot lately. And so there was an investigation about the text that he sent on Signal. Investigation is finding that Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, risks compromising sensitive military information, which could have endangered American troops and mission objectives when he used Signal this past March to share highly sensitive attack plans targeting Houthi rebels in Yemen. That's according to 4 sources familiar with the contents of the classified Inspector General report. So, first of all, CNN calls it the Department of Defense when they renamed it to the Department of War. Because you don't like somebody, I believe, is irrelevant. As a journalist, I think it's important for you to follow to have journalistic integrity. That means that you should what? Follow the rules. They changed the name, call it by the name. I don't like it. It doesn't matter how you feel personally. But this is just another sign of how the media doesn't, not necessarily because of the Trump administration, but when they don't like something they don't like, regardless of the political affiliation, they reword it and change the narrative. We're going to keep people saying Department of Defense because he said Department of War. So what about when a Democrat gets in office and he changes something? Will it all of a sudden be okay and the smartest thing in the world? That's the bias I don't want to see. If you're a Republican journalist, I don't want to see you talking about how all the Republicans are doing great things and this idea is a great thing and only showing positive things. I'm watching the Journal Sentinel keep showing stories about immigration. Do they write stories about people who were saved from people who were here illegally and tried to kill them or kill the family member or I mean, are we looking at that? We would get stories on both sides. We would have both stories. We only have one. Oh, this poor woman is thinking about how she has to build her life away from Milwaukee. Well, she was here illegally and she wasn't supposed to be, and she got deported. The rule of law has to count for everybody. You can't decide to be a citizen even though you're illegal and we got to follow the law. You don't follow the law with black people. Y'all lock us up. Don't think twice about it. You should have known better. Well, guess what? If you came to the country illegally, you should have known better. An unclassified version of the report is set to be released on tomorrow. Classified report was sent to Congress on last night. Messages from Hegseth's Signal account to a group chat, the contents of which sources previously confirmed to CNN included material from documents marked classified at the time they were sent, offered specific real-time updates about planned military strikes. So if you're a journalist, would you release that? Would you release something that you know would endanger troops and American security? Because if it got released, I then fault the reporter. Yeah, you got the information, but some things, national security should be a little more important. And it doesn't matter if Trump is in office or Obama is in office or Biden. Now, Pete Hegseth, Secretary of War, did something stupid. And they're calling him out. And I think they have a right to do that. I think it's an important thing that it's important that we do that. So if there's any ramifications to it, consequences, he gets fired, hey, I say good riddance. A crime is a crime. But then again, we already know that certain crimes are acceptable based on melanin.
Number 2.
From sand.com, there's a great story that talks about President Donald Trump pardoned Representative Henry Cuellar, or Cuellar, Cuellar, Democrat of Texas, and his wife in a federal bribery and conspiracy case, saying the Biden administration weaponized the justice system. In a post on social media, the president said the charges against him and his wife are one of the clearest examples of this. Federal prosecutors last year charged him and his wife with accepting thousands of dollars in exchange for advancing the interests of Azerbaijan-controlled energy company and a Mexican bank. They also accused him of agreeing to influence legislation favorable to Azerbaijan and deliver a speech supporting the country on the U.S. House floor. The trial had been set to begin in April. He said he and his wife are innocent, but Trump said, Henry, I don't know you, but you can sleep well tonight. Your nightmare is finally over. Well, who's this guy? Served in Congress for more than 2 decades, moderate Democrat, represents a district that covers the Texas-Mexico border and has a history of breaking with his party. That came from the Associated Press. He was a vocal critic of the Biden administration, response to the record number of migrants crossing the border, and I guess his name is Cuellar, is also one of the last Democrats in Congress who opposed abortion rights. So they seem to only be bashing him because they disagree with his personal politics and his personal values. But it seems like when a white person does something that they believe is not that bad, it always seems to be around money, bribery, collusion. They seem to be okay with people not going to jail for bilking people out of money or threatening national security. We'll let it go. But some guy accidentally hit somebody with a car and they sit in jail for 5-10 years, and it was an accident. What gives? I don't know. Personally, I think people go too far. Hey, GP, you ever been in love? Don't answer that question. Don't even shake your head. I don't want to know. You ever been in love? How far would you go for love? Like, what would you do that would show the ultimate love for somebody else?
Number 1.
From blackenterprise.com, a New York woman received a life sentence in prison for traveling across the country to get revenge on her ex's new girlfriend. Prosecutors allege that Sakina, S-A-K-I-N-A, Sakina Thompson traveled all the way down to South Florida from New York with the intention of killing Kayla Hodgson in July of 2022. According to NBC Miami, 31-year-old arrived at Hodgson's apartment about 5 a.m. to confront her about dating her ex, dude she ain't even with. The issue escalated, and the jealous girlfriend stabbed a 23-year-old to death. Thompson was charged with first-degree murder, for which she later was convicted by a jury this past October. A Florida judge gave her life in prison. Life. Ahead of her sentencing, multiple loved ones of Hodgson spoke about her killing. Cousin referred to Thompson as wicked for taking her life, seemingly because the boyfriend moved on. Hodgson's cousin, Melanie Johnson, said what she did was wicked and evil, and a person like her, it's important they never see the light of day again. However, Thompson's defense team previously argued that the ex-girlfriend committed the act in self-defense. They claim that Hodgson actually struck Thompson first, cutting her stomach while she was pregnant at the time. Thompson stated she blacked out during the confrontation and didn't remember killing the woman. Her team also deemed the fatal stabbing as not premeditated. Despite this, prosecutors shared that Thompson arrived at the hotel incognito, wore a hat, wore a face mask, but I'm not here to do it on purpose. I'm not here to do it on purpose, but I'm gonna put a hat on at 5 o'clock in the morning when it's dark, and I'm gonna put a mask on my face. But I'm not trying to hide anything. You know, one of those COVID masks, like the doctor's mask, medical doctor's mask. She also reportedly used a fake Uber account to get to her place, but it wasn't premeditated. Hodgson's family called out Thompson's story, calling it a crock of garbage to evade accountability. Another relative of Hodgson said, "How about the audacity of you to come up on this stand and waste taxpayers' money and tell them a crock of garbage to everyone about your blackout reasoning?" After the jury deliberated, so watch this. How long do you think the jury deliberated? How long? How long do you think the jury deliberated?
50 minutes.
50 minutes? 1 hour. 1 hour. Hodgson's family believes justice has been served. Stabbed. That's my man. Now, here's the weird part. You still can't get dude because you're in prison. Wow. You know what they say? Orange is the new black.
Don't touch that dial. More of Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. On Saturday night, the Milwaukee Panthers return home to take on the Robert Morris Colonials.
Aguilar high on the right side. Defended tightly by Lawson. Takes him off the dribble. Gets inside. Left hand leaner. A scoop for Amar Aguilar. Dixon across the timeline with two. Dixon left of the lane corner. Hubbard, three at the gun. It is pure. It is pure.
Scott Warris has the coverage Saturday starting at 6:30 p.m. on 1017 The Truth and the Milwaukee Panthers Sports Network from Learfield. Tip-off happens at 7 o'clock.
If better sleep has been hard to come by, you're not alone, and the right mattress can make all the difference. That's why Helix Sleep and Steinhoffels have teamed up to bring their award-winning mattresses to Steinhoffels. Now you can try Helix in person, something you can't just do anywhere. Right now, Steinhoffels is offering 20% off all Helix mattress orders just for our Truth Nation listeners. Head to steinhoffels.com to learn more today. Helix Sleep at Steinhoffels. Better sleep starts now.
Wisconsin is as hard-working of a place as you'll ever find. There's a sense of pride, community, and work ethic that's second to none. People here are tough, but even the toughest among us need help after a serious accident. At Gruber Law Offices, we won't stop fighting for you and your family. We've been here, and we'll continue to be here for as long as you need us. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Talk to these people in terms of how do I...
The first step would be is to register for our program. You can come to our office, 7830 West Burleigh Street, or you can give us a call at 414-461-6330, or just go onto our website, hri-wi.org. Register for the first-time home buyer education workshop. That's going to be your first step to home ownership. During that class, you're going to learn everything that you need to know from A to Z, how to get approved for a house, how to look for a house and put an accepted offer, and how to close on a home.
You are listening to Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, really like the way you groove. Hey, really like the way you groove.
You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. 833-212-1017 is the number. Tune in to Truth this Saturday for another episode of Forward Together for Kids, presented by City Forward Collective, hosted by Kyle Wallace and Celestin Morgan Jr., Executive Director of City Forward Collective. They'll be joined by Dr. Kadeem Ruiz of Rocket Ship Schools and Patrick Landry of Notre Dame Schools of Milwaukee, where they will provide firsthand insight into what's working in their schools and how they're improving student outcome. Again, that's Forward Together for Kids this Saturday at 11:30 a.m. and Sunday at 2:30 p.m. on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Hey, I want to tell you about Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Ensure your home remains comfortable before we reach the brutal post-holiday winter. Yes, Santa Claus is magical, but his elves aren't qualified to build Pella windows. There are just too many options and customizations. So, instead of going through the big red guy, take advantage of this Pella deal. You get 0% interest for up to 24 months. Certain restrictions apply. Ends December 31st, 2025. Visit PellaWI.com. That's PellaWI.com. 833-212-1017 is the number. All right, I need to do two things. First of all, if a person's door in Milwaukee is kicked in, the actor is shot and killed, would you convict them? That's our poll question of the day. In order to get there, you would have to go to YouTube. And to get there quickly, you can just go to 1017thetruth.com, scroll down, click Watch Now. YouTube pops up, log in with your email, and you can take the poll. Also do it because then you'll never miss a show. And make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell. Cool? All right. Preliminary poll results. I don't even want to say it. I'm not going to tell you how many votes it is because it's... Anyway, if a person's door in Milwaukee is kicked in and the actor is shot and killed, would you charge him? 100% said no. 100%. Talk about jury nullification. Woo! I ain't mad. That one, let me read it. That one guy was asking me whether or not I had turned my water off leading outside. I was like, when we talked about it the last time, I had already done it. LT, I don't know who that is. I just read the name, didn't I? In a story or something. I mean, I've heard of her, but he was asking me that I like Olivia Dean. Like, what's her hit song? Like, what's her biggest hit? I don't know. Like, I have no idea what would be her biggest hit. I don't know. I mean, she's British. I know why LT like her, because she's 26 years old. She cute, too. She kind of purty. I think that's why he liked her, though. I saw her name somewhere, and I don't know where I saw it. I like recently, I saw her name somewhere. What's up with that? I wonder. So hurry up and answer me, LT. So what's up with you? And is it that, I mean, she's black, she's British, but, you know, I'm just saying.
Talk to me, talk to me. Talk to me, talk to me. Looks like we're making up for lost time. Need you to spell it out for me. Bossa Nova on all night. It's like a type of alchemy. Introduce me to your best friend. I can come slide.
No, I don't like Olivia Dean. That's easy. 833-212-1017 is the number. I'm just I guess it's okay. I'm not like, I mean, I would tell you exactly why, but I can't say it on the air. Can't say it. I'm not getting myself in trouble. And now with 101.7 The Truth Traffic, here's Debbie Lazaga.
The right lane is closed on 41 southbound at the ramp from Good Hope Road. We've got more delays continuing all the way down to Capitol Drive. The northbound side is backed up from Mayfair Road all the way up to Silver Spring. Eastbound 94 is still tightening up a bit through the Barker Road area, and then back on the brakes out of the Zoo interchange all the way through the Stadium interchange to about 35th. Westbound 94 backing up from 17th Street to Hawley Road. Southbound 43, watch for the backups from Keefe down through the Marquette down to the KK River. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight, gradual clearing, frigid, a low of 2. Wind chills will be 5 below to 15 below. Tomorrow, sunny and cold, a high of 14. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 101.7 The Truth.
Don't touch that dial. More of Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris is next on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know you love working weekends. If it means working on your dream home, both inside and out. And we're here to help protect those dreams so you can enjoy peace of mind. Save up to 40% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Some exclusions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
There's nothing like Milwaukee Bucks basketball at Fiserv Forum. The dunks, the defense, the roar of 17,000 fans. It's even better when you're with friends or family. From jaw-dropping plays to buzzer-beating threes, every game is packed with unforgettable moments that you'll get to share together. So gather your crew and get your single game tickets today at bucks.com/single. That's bucks.com/single.
This is your Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin Community Impact Moment on 101.7 The Truth.
And what are some of the ways that you're inspiring people? Because, you know, one of the biggest opportunities, in particular in the African-American community, is access, exposure, and awareness.
For Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin, we've been here 76 years.
Wow.
And our mantra is saving the lives you love. So if someone you love needs a blood transfusion and they're in any hospital in Southeast Wisconsin here, that blood's coming from us. And so we're trying to make sure that we're communicating that because I think folks maybe don't understand that blood can't be manufactured. And summers are always tough because schools are out and we collect about 20 to 25% of our blood from schools. Mm-hmm. So it's always a day-to-day struggle. We say that the blood that's on the shelves is the blood that saves lives. And a lot of times people are compelled to donate when something bad happens. And our mission and our job is to educate folks so that we can get ahead of the curve and keep 3 days of inventory on the shelves. So we're in a decent spot right now, but we're on the streets every day trying to inspire people to join our mission. One of our big projects that we're proud of is Versity on King, which is part of the Thrive on collaboration in the Gimbel Schuster building on Martin Luther King Drive. And next year, we're going to open a destination center there. It'll be a blood donation center, but it'll be more than that because we've realized that we can't be transactional with our relationships in the Black community. We need to do things that are intentional and that show that we're there to stay. But the reason that we're there is because not enough people that look like us donate. And so for disorders like sickle cell disease that disproportionately affect us, the race can matter. But I like to say that, Black folks have a superpower in their blood. 44% of Black blood donors will have this rare trait that makes their blood more likely to be able to be a match for a sickle cell patient. And that 44%, that is way higher than what we would find in other races.
To make an impact by donating blood in your community, visit versity.org today.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Nazir Spencer. Packers versus Bears rivalry is back with the crucial first matchup for the NFC North. Packers sit at 8-3-1 while the Bears sit at the top of the NFC at 9-3. Kickoff is Sunday at 3:25 for Game of the Week. The Milwaukee Bucks are in a bit of a slump, but have an opportunity to turn things around against the Detroit Pistons. Tip-off tonight at 7. The Marquette Golden Eagles win a crucial game against Valpo last night, 75-72 in overtime.
40 feet away, Brown with 5. Brown with a 30-footer. He missed it. Banks off, no good. Rebound to Marquette. It's over. Nothing matters but the score.
The Golden Eagles sit at 5-4. The UWM Panthers sit at 3-5, and Badger basketball sits at 5-3. Marquette versus Madison is this Saturday at 1 p.m. This sports update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams. Member FDIC.
This is Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. This other Olivia Dean y'all was talking about, somebody, a birdie told me, that she looked like a young Sade. I told him she ain't got Sade's forehead. I like Sade. I like Sade better than her. I'm just saying. Sade's like what? Approaching 60? Like she's like 50-something, 60 years old. And she looked better than this young, skinny British girl, even though Sade is what, South African. So, yeah. I pick Sade anytime. Yeah, Sade is 66, yep. And looking good. Looking good. That girl hopes she looked that good when she hit 66, Olivia Dean. She hope. She pray. Anyway, 833-212-1017 is the number. I'm back on this hospital kick, and I was going through some stories. Do you realize that a hospital is supposed to give you the list? We talked about that, right? So hospital costs are killing people. So patients or taxpayers got to pay for it while medical doctors and healthcare people get rich. They got this thing about being, quote unquote, helping the charity, and they got charity requirements, and they meet the charity requirement, and then they stop, and then they just want money. That's just me. They're supposed to meet a charity requirement, which is why they have actual not-for-profit status. Not non-profit, but not-for-profit status. And they need to fix it. They really need to fix it. So a private equity company can own a hospital system that's not-for-profit and get paid. That's why we hire non-medical doctors and non-registered nurses to run healthcare systems because they want to make money. Well, let me say that. Because it's not for profit. They don't want to make money. They just want to get paid. That's just me. And I'm starting to feel like doctors. I'm kind of feeling the way, not doctors. Healthcare companies, I'm kind of starting to feel the same way I feel about the MPS teachers union. I'm just saying. It's gotten to the point now where you got people that are in financial straits who are struggling. The whole healthcare system is mismanaged. It's just terrible. You got to admit. I mean, overall. Not necessarily hospitals or healthcare system, but just healthcare. We saw that with the breakdown of the federal government shutting down. Let's take Kansas as an example. There's a story that says Kansas hospitals, this is from Kansas Beacon News, are taking aggressive legal action to go after people who owe medical bills. And I get it. You go after people they owe money. I get it. They're going after people that owe as much as $104. Then they tack on legal fees. Then they tack on court fees. Sarah Miller says her husband Kyle lived in a rambunctious household filled with children in a rural area, 1,700 people. Last month, a knock on the door interrupted their dinner. It was the Barber County Sheriff serving Kyle papers. Their local medical clinic, Medicine Lodge Memorial Hospital, was suing him for an unpaid debt from a non-routine visit. How much you think it was worth? How much you think it was for? They went to court. They're suing him. How much you think it was worth?
For a routine dental procedure?
No. It was for a non-routine medical visit at a local hospital. So he got sick, and he went to the doctor, and it went through insurance. And you got your copay. You got the two parts where one is a copay, and the other part, and you got to pay your deductible and your copay, which I think is the dumbest system in the world. Why do I have a deductible and a copay? This is stupid. But now we got it. He was making payments on it, or he probably just forgot about it. So they went to court, sued him, and now they're serving him to come to court. How much you think he owed them?
It had to have been $1,000 or something like that.
$230. It cost them more to go to court and pay for the lawyer than did to get $230. And then what they do is they turn around and say, because it cost us X amount of dollars to sue you, because we had to file it, you got to pay for that.
Damn.
And on top of that, the lawyer that costs us, I don't know what, $700, $800, $900 an hour, you got to pay that too. So when you're done, the lawyer took like 10, 12 hours. You get a bill for like $9,000, $10,000. Oh, and at the bottom, it's because of a debt you owed that was unpaid for $230. Are you kidding me? Send them a court summons. There should be, now granted, it's $220 billion in outstanding medical debt. What we need to do is find out why. We spend $5 trillion on health care. The largest portion is spent on hospital care. It's crazy. And so if you think about it, from the typical family of four, even when hospital care itself is degraded steadily, not just relative as in the recent past, but worse than every other developed country on earth, The average family of four pays roughly $32,000 a year for health care. I'd rather have school loan debt than health care debt. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Is cost a factor when you choose a doctor? It is for me. I'm one of those people. I need to see your price list. I don't want to see averages. I don't want to see ranges. I want to see what you actually charge for everything. And if you don't have it, I am getting rid of you as my doctor. I am booting you. I am kicking you to the curb. But then what kind of health care plan would be acceptable then? 833-212-1017. Let's see if we can squeeze that in right quick. What type of health care, what would it look like if it worked for you? I think health care should be just like getting your hair cut, getting your nails done, getting a pedicure. I got the price. I look at it. If I don't like your prices, I go over there and take their prices. But we play with the insurance part. Like, you could actually probably make a lot of money if you had a medical thing that basically told people, this is how much you pay, but y'all can't sue us and we can't sue you. Medicine is an art. It's a practice. And sometimes it goes wrong. Sometimes life happens. So if you can keep your medical malpractice, you still got to have insurance, of course, for malpractice. But other than that, that should be significantly less if you're outside of a healthcare system. So if you want to open up a small practice and charge people cash, take a cow here and there for payment. I mean, think about what you could do with a cow. I can have somebody slaughter it, kill it, sell the meat. I could probably make more than enough money. Anyway, give me your chicken. Take the chicken out back. Boom, there's dinner. But at some point, we need to come to grips. And hospitals, many times, healthcare systems routinely ignore federal price transparency statutes, charging poor people more for the drugs they themselves have received at cost. In several documented instances, have stashed in their general funds billions of dollars in federal grants they solicited to help the needy. And then they turn around and charge you for the drugs they're supposed to give you for free. Hospitals are in litigation so often that the system warns users it can't pull up every case. Southwest Medical Center in Seward County sued 3,012 county residents in a population of 22,000 people. What kind of nonsense is that? 1/4 of the cases were less than $100. Emporia sued 2,648 local residents in 2024 alone. 7 lawsuits a day. Pratt Regional Medical Center, new lawsuit every 2 days. I think we need to start suing them too. Every little thing they get wrong. So, no, I'm just kidding. At some point, we got to fix this. We have to fix this. We're supposed to have charity care and people aren't getting it. There should be a place where if we know that you need charity and you should automatically be able to get your medicine and get everything that you need. I'm sorry. Healthcare is one. I used to argue against that, but the more I think about it, healthcare is important enough where we need to really make sure we take care of the vulnerable people. But I never knew you could go to the hospital and expect to get help. And from what it sounds like, you might be more vulnerable in a hospital than prison.
Don't touch that dial. More of Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
I'm going to say something. I'm a conservative, as you know. I might not agree with you all the time, but even when I don't agree with you, you crack me up. And the other guy, he just pretends conservative all day. And you do make me think. But when you do better than anyone, you think on your feet.
Now that
That was a compliment coming from somebody who is as Trump-loving as he is, that can appreciate what we do here.
Listen to The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, weekdays from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m.
Tracy, going back to the process, and as it relates specifically to the partnership that Old National Bank has with Housing Resource, what does the process consist of when coming through this program?
It's a referral process. We work with clients that first-time homeowners that may not have the counseling that they need. They may not have the equity, the down payment that they need. So we refer them to our partners like HRI or Housing Resources, Inc., because we recognize that those organizations, they have the resources, they have the tutorial documentation and all of those things that are necessary for first-time homeowners that don't know the process, may not know the system, may not know what's required for home ownership. So working with Housing Resources Inc. and other partnerships that we have like through WIDA has been very, very advantageous, not only for us, but also the organizations, but also for the community.
At Heart of Canal Street, for over 30 years, our hearts have been set on making a difference for children in our community. Now through December 10th, we invite you to share your heart by playing the Canal Street Bingo game at Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Milwaukee. Every time you play this special bingo game, you're helping to raise funds for children's charities in southeastern Wisconsin. Learn more at potawatomi.com/heart.
We believe that self-care isn't selfish. I'm Maddie from Sweet Talks, a women-owned and operated medical spa fostering self-love and confidence. We believe that beauty is about feeling empowered from within, and it's truly a passion for our team at Sweet Talks. Your goals are our goals. Our services go beyond injectables, including facials, lasers, medical weight loss, hormone therapy, and more. There's even a cafe, complimentary to all patients. Get started today at Sweet Talks in Menominee Falls. Learn more at sweettalks.com.
Your big night deserves more than just music. Prom, homecoming, graduation, weddings, corporate gatherings. Every occasion deserves a soundtrack that elevates the moment. I'm Kyrie, DJ Ree Maniac Brooks, community leader and your dedicated DJ. From the very first consultation to the last track, I'll make sure every detail aligns with your vision. For more information about how you can make your event unforgettable, visit www.djreemaniac.com. That's www.djreemaniac.com. Make your event an experience with DJ Ree Maniac.
You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Let me see if I can squeeze you in. Ralph, you're on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. What's your question?
My question is, do you think hi, Dr. Ken.
Hey.
My question is, do you think the Affordable Care Act is accomplishing what it sought to accomplish, or if it's just a ruse for something worse?
I think that the Affordable Care Act started out okay, but it's set up the same way that we set up Social Security. You got to pay in. So the people paying now are paying for the bills that other people had, and it's not set up right. And I think it needs to be retooled and fixed so that it's actually affordable for people. We'll talk more about that tomorrow. Thanks for your call, Ralph. You're listening to Truth in the Afternoon. I'm your host, Dr. Ken Harris. Tori Lowe Show is coming up, and want to say thank you for hanging out today. I appreciate you. Talking text line. Appreciate you on the YouTube chat. Final, if a person's door in Milwaukee is kicked in and the actors shot and killed, would you charge them? Poll question. Total votes. 100% said no. We would not charge them. Interesting. Hey, y'all, God bless. Take care. Be safe. It's cold outside. 3 degrees is the low tonight. I'm out.